Good morning, everyone. How are we doing on this fine October 10th, 10/10/24? Welcome to the pre-market prep session for this fine Friday Eve. I'm your host, Adam Holland, stock options expert market strategist, and we're here to continuously be students of the game, right? An expert is really just somebody who realizes that they're never an expert, right? They never know anything. And they're just in continuous pursuit of a better version of themselves and also keeping up with this ever evolving world. And that's what we do here during this session. So whether you're looking to take your money and, multiply consistently in markets and try and minimize losses, which are sure to come, but you want to make sure that the wins are bigger, you're in the right place. If you're looking to establish a great mindset and give yourself the context and the thought processes and plant the right seeds mentally in order to make sure that you are being a responsible adult, making responsible decisions at the right time, right? This is also the place for you. This isn't just for people who trade and whatnot. There are tons of people who change the trajectory of their lives making decisions at the right times and then making decisions at the wrong times, and being here can help inform those decisions. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to get things rocking and rolling. Now, when we're here for one thing, and one thing only, that's getting 1% better. So that's what we're looking to do by the end of this session, and each and every day, getting a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, build our skills up, train that mindset, hone our technical analysis acumen, right? Specifically when it comes to stocks and trading and investing and things of that nature, and really just winning that game, right? Maintaining the edge in the battle of you versus you. So make sure you throw that one in the chat, signifying your intention to get 1% better by the end of this session. And then let's get into it because we got some headlines here today. It's been, kind of low in terms of news that's been coming in, so we'll keep it short here as well, as we don't have that much news happening. Place your bets. Our top news is finally here. Tesla will hold its We Robot event tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time at Warner Bros. Hollywood Studio near Los Angeles. The event was delayed from August 8th, which raised expectations that Tesla will show a working prototype and lay out an aggressive autonomous driving plan. Some are hoping the event will be a significant catalyst for Tesla shares, but a majority of Wall Street breakfast subs expect only a slight gain or dip. Now, what to expect? While Tesla has kept the design of its robotaxi a secret, you got alerts going off left and right. Nice. Amazon, I believe, just hit our price target. So looks like we're getting paid again. Yep. Beautiful. I love it. It's nice. It's really nice. Like again, we just got our day started, and what is our money already done? Accomplished a task that we set out for 2 days ago. You can't beat it. So let's see here. Da-da-da. Okay, so what to expect? Well, Tesla has kept the design of its robotaxi a secret. Sources tell Bloomberg that the Cybercab has two front seats and two doors that will open upward like butterfly wings. There's also been plenty of speculation that Tesla will show off a new, cheaper model, a robovan capable of carrying up to 12 people, a new version of the Optimus humanoid robot, plans for an autonomous semi and other AI use cases. So they've got a lot that they're unveiling here, and there's been a lot of activity on Tesla. There's been a lot of activity on Uber as well. So maybe they unveil a partnership with Uber. Who knows? But Uber, getting some solid volume yesterday. Word on the street: Wedbush analyst Dan Ives expects Tesla to unveil game-changing autonomous technology, adding that it is a powerful robotics/AI play in the future rather than just an electric vehicle maker. Of course, there is the risk that Tesla underwhelms investors. Quote, if they show something that doesn't actually demonstrate the tech, a prototype of a vehicle that doesn't move, that's going to go over like a lead balloon, warned Deepwater Asset Management's Gene Munster. Now, seeking alpha commentary, I believe the robotaxi event is priced into shares, and any movement post-event will be the result of tactical and momentum trading, said Seeking Alpha analyst Michael Del Monte. Luca Sochi prefers to profit from Tesla's recent surge and redeploy gains elsewhere. The prop notes more bullish, forecasting shares to be worth 250 to 350 by next week after exploring three potential outcomes from the event. So, what else is happening? We got our rapid fire stock news rundown. We got CPI data this morning, I believe, as well. So, we're going to pop into that. But September CPI report, tame inflation or unexpected comeback. I feel like that's a nice segue. You can't beat that. So, let's go ahead and check out the CPI data. Okay. So U.S. September CPI. Okay, so month over month, actual 0.2% versus 0.2% previous, estimated 0.1%. So month over month, inflation higher than expected, um, which is good for when it comes to like expecting more rate cuts. Um, let's see here, U.S. core CPI month over month, September actual. Nice. All right. So year over year, we estimated an increase of 2.3%. It was 2.4%. So higher than expected year over year. U.S. core CPI month over month actual. Yeah. So it looks like everything was pretty much like a beat, a bad beat in that inflation was higher than expected. Um, but like that, and that's tough. So there are a lot of different ways to think about it. There are a lot of different ways to think about it and a lot of different ways to process it. The main thing is just what markets do in reaction to it. But there are a lot of different avenues that we could go with this. It's tough because you want to see inflation starting to go down so that you can feel good about cutting. Let me go back and kind of change up the first statement and say that. You definitely want to see inflation going down so we can feel comfortable about cutting. I feel like how this would play in markets is that, that would pretty much cement the fact that the next cut is going to be a 25 basis point cut and not a 50 basis point cut. The first cut was a 50 basis point cut, but with inflation coming in hotter than expected based off CPI data, then that almost certainly makes the next cut 25 basis points. It won't be the same size. Because, with inflation still up, you don't want to cut too fast or else it just continues to skyrocket up. So U.S. short-term interest rate futures rise after inflation data. Let's see here. Traders add to bets on quarter point Fed rate cut in November, which is exactly what we talked about, right? So yeah, like this, exactly how I processed it in real time is seeming like how markets is processing it as well. It's pretty much, like that kind of just cements the magnitude of the cut that we expect. The Fed can't afford to wait too late in order to cut. I think they recognize that. They recognize they have to do it now. But it's just going to be the magnitude at which they cut each time. So for right now, I'd say there's pretty much an indisputable chance that we cut 25 basis points at the next cut, right? Um, and at the next meeting. So I doubt we get any more jumbo 50 basis point cuts here based off of that data. So some FOMC members back 25 basis point rate cut in the meeting minutes. So they dropped the FOMC meeting minutes from the last meeting, which showed that there are a few members that didn't want to cut by 50. They only wanted to cut by 25. Hurricane Milton puts $30 billion of Florida municipal debt at risk. Dot dot dot, and maybe the costliest hurricane in terms of insured losses. Yeah, you saw some kind of negative ramifications and some bearish volume coming in on the insurance names here in the past few days. Report OpenAI projections suggest no annual profits till 2029. Makes sense. That's still after we reach the projected point in which um, we hit that ultimate goal of AI, which we talked about during the Kaizen event. Peter Todd denies claims of being Bitcoin's mysterious creator. Stellantis, ticker STLA, expected to make some management changes. Bayer sinks his court to review Monsanto case. TD Bank, ticker TD, faces $3 billion in penalties. Asset cap in U.S. settlement, and then weight loss drugs. Should investors worry about side effects? Um, I don't know if side effects have really come to bite investors in the butt too much as of recent, other than like maybe long-term investors in Johnson and Johnson with the whole baby powder thing, which has bit Johnson and Johnson in the butt for sure. Um, but we'll wrap up there, right? The biggest thing was CPI data, which we got this morning. That was kind of like the highlight of the week. Let's see how, we responded here to the data. Looks like SPY didn't like it. It wasn't to the tune of, a crazy drop, but we definitely did drop down a bit. I'm fine with that. We reached, price target 3 for us on SPY. So we took plenty of profit yesterday. The only thing, you're holding now is something that you're kind of fine with, running with, and it's a runner essentially, because we went up and we reached price target number 3 right before close at 577.45 for SPY. So Yeah, so I can do it. It's what it wants. It did its thing yesterday, and I'm happy that it did. And it looks like Amazon will be doing its thing as well, as Amazon is opening up at our price target, and we're looking to take very nice profits on Amazon. So the pay train continues. It can be a nice 1 minute workday today with just going in, taking profit on Amazon, and going about the rest of our lives. And that's the beautiful thing about markets, right? Knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them, knowing when to, enter and when to exit, all of that good stuff. It can just provide a huge advantage. And again, I don't really care about what everyone else is doing. I don't care about what could go on in the world. I only care to a certain extent about who gets elected in November, right? At the end of the day, what matters is what I know and what I execute based off of what I know and how I can shape the world around me. Don't leave that to anyone else, right? Because no one else is going to feel obligated to put food on the table or take your family on vacation or any of that, right? Make sure you guys are eating right. Like no one's going to do that except for you. So we've got to make sure that we're on top of that, and that's a very empowering feeling because we were all sent here with what we need to get that crap done, right? Get it done. I call it crap because that's exactly what it is in the face of how great you are, right? So let's be great, rise to the occasion, get out there, crush it, continue to crush it. I'm grateful for our wins. I'm grateful for the wins yet to come, and I'm grateful for the lessons as well. All right, let's make it a great day, everybody. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning for our last pre-market prep session of the week. Have a good one. Peace.